Hi guys, so today my sister's gonna go clubbing, so I decided to film me doing her makeup. So it's gonna be like a glam clubbing kind of look. Let's get started. First things first, I'm gonna be using the Smashbox Photo Finish primer, and I'm gonna apply that all over her face, just so it's got enough time to sink in while we do her eyeshadow. Next thing I'm going to be using is my Urban Decay primer potion, the original one, and just with the doe foam I'm just going to apply that on her eyelids. Alright, so once the primer's on, what we're going to do is we're just going to set the base. I'm just going to be using this Stila Eyes in the Window palette in Sol, and I'm just going to be using just this well-loved setting light powder eyeshadow, and just going to place that all over, just so that when we go to apply some eyeshadows and blend it all out, it's just a lot easier to blend out. I'm going to go in with a crease colour, and same palette, we're going to go in with this top one, and I'm just going to put that just up here in the crease. Alright, so once you've got something like this, we are going to actually darken the outer V. So just on a smaller blending brush, something along the lines of this. Thanks, Jen. You're not doing it well. Oh yeah, no, there we go. Something like that. We're going to go in with this colour right here on the outer part of the eye. And then with that blending brush that you used for the crease colour, we're just going to soften and blend that all out. And just keep building the intensity of that darker brown, because obviously as you blend it out, it's going to kind of remove some of the pigment. But you know what, that's okay, because you can always place it back on. I'm going to be using this shimmery light colour. So just going to place it all over the lid, like so. It's just really soft and really pretty.
Like you.
Gay. And then with that blending brush that we used to blend all the colours in, we're just going to soften just where the dark brown meets that shimmery colour. Actually, I might use the blending brush that I applied the brown in. So using my Urban Decay Moondust palette, I'm just going to go in with Lithium, just here. And it's just a really nice browny glittery shade, and I'm just going to apply this right where the lighter colour meets the brown. Just going to tap it in. Just like so. Just slightly turn. I'm just going to go in with a small flat shader brush. This is the Mini Eyeshadow by Royal and Langnickel. With the Anastasia Mario palette, I am going to go in with Fifth Avenue. Just there. And just put it in the inner part of the eye, and kind of blend it in with that glitter from the Moondust palette. So we're just going to go in with the NARS Sheer Glow in Santa Fe. I'm just gonna place that all over her face and blend that in. So once you've got that down, we're just gonna set it all using just some Ben Nye setting powder. I'm just gonna set the nose and around the nose. Well, actually not set, we're kind of gonna bake it just a little bit. Just like that. And then just quite quickly, just going to dust that off. Because I don't want it to be too powdery, even though we're going to be putting setting powder on. Setting spray. For under the eyes, I am just going to go in with this RCMA cream foundation palette. I'm just going to choose the lightest one in the palette, and I'm just going to apply that just under her eyes. Next, I'm just going to use a darker contour colour, and I'm just going to place that just here in the hollows of her cheeks, a little bit on her forehead, and just here underneath her jawline. We're just going to blend it out. So starting with the lighter shade first, just going to blend that all in. The trick with using these types of brushes is to kind of go in a crisscrossy motion. Just helps to blend it all out, or you can even just use it to tap. That actually works as well. Make sure you get right into the inner corner as well. Once you've blended out the lighter part of the cream foundation, then you can go ahead and blend in the darker part. Next, I'm just going to be using my Ben Nye setting powder, and I'm just going to be baking underneath the eyes as well. Alright, so once you've let that bake for a little bit, we're just going to dust it off. Dust off the excess. Like so. So still staying onto the skin. I'll finish off the eyes in a moment, but we're just going to bronze up, and I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Smell, doesn't that make you want to eat it? And we're just going to bronze up her face really lightly. Alright, so we bronzed her little face. We're just going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm using this lighter colour. We're just going to slightly contour her cheekbones. We are going to use the famous Merry Luminizer by the Balm, just on the same brush. I'm just going to highlight tops of the cheekbones, a little bit on the nose, and a little bit on the forehead. I'm going to be using NARS blush in Orgasm. Ooh. So NARS blush in Orgasm. It's this really big limited edition one that came in this box that I got from Mecca. And we're just going to put this on the apple of the cheeks, just here. So once we've done that bit of the face, we're actually going to go back to the eyes and finish that off. We're going to go in with the little blending brush that we used, and with that transition colour, oh, you can't even see my fat ends. We're just going to put that underneath. So we're kind of going to mimic what we put on the top. And going in with that darker brown that we used before in the outer crease. We're going to bring this all the way in. Probably about up to there. Anyway, so moving on to the eyebrows. We've nearly finished. We've nearly completed the whole entire look. Just moving on to the eyebrows. I'm going to be using Ardell's Brow Sculpting Gel in clear. I'm going to use this to actually set the eyebrows in place. So I'm just going to, from the front bit, I'm just going to brush them up. And then towards the end of the tail, just kind of brush them to the side slash up. For the eyebrow colour, what we're going to be using is my Makeup Forever Aqua Brow. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and fill in her brows with that. So I'm just going to start from underneath her brow. Just slightly. With this you actually don't need a lot of product at all. Jen, head up. Like back, sorry. So we're just going to start just here. If you feel like you put a bit too much, never fear, you can actually just brush it through with the spoolie. And then we're just going to pretty much draw a line coming down like this and underneath and just blend that all together. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to quickly apply some lashes and lips. But before any of that, I'm just going to set everything with the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix that I love so much, just to get rid of any powderiness and to set the face. For her lips, I'm just going to be using this Mode Lip Liner in Jive. I'm going to line and fill in her lips with that. Alright, so once we've placed that on, I'm just going to top that off with Colourpop's Baywatch Lip Pencil. Alright, so there we have it. A nice clubbing / glam makeup look. Here we go. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a like, a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodaloo. Alright.
What's up?